Hello, friend. Welcome to the Psychic Development Receptive State Practice. And I call this the receptive state because this practice will help us cultivate the state of receptivity so that we can receive these downloads from Spirit. All right? First off, the way that I teach is the way that I learned. So grab a pen or a pencil and something to write on, or simply set up a voice recorder app on your phone and press record. Because as we get into this practice, you're going to have your eyes closed and information is going to begin coming to you. And I want you to say out loud, if you're using a voice recorder, or open your eyes and quickly write down. It would be better to use a voice recorder, but if you don't have it, to quickly write down, because I want you to journal all of your gains, all of your understandings, because as you come out of the receptive state, we oftentimes forget what we gained in that receptive state because it's a deeper state of mind than we traditionally use when we're busy in our day. Okay? Next, what we're going to do is state our intention. And it's an intention of safety. So repeat after me consciously in your mind. It does not need to be said aloud. Just so you understand this, anything that you consciously understand in your mind is received in consciousness. It does not need to be said out loud. I am safe, and I intend to communicate to those of my highest good and beings of love and light. So you can set your intention on who you are intending to connect with specifically. Maybe it's Jesus. Maybe it's Holy Spirit. Maybe it's a spirit guide. You decide. Okay, next we're going to take 3 comfortable diaphragmatic breaths with extended exhalations. The exhalation should be comfortable and not forced. While exhaling, repeat a mantra such as relaxing deeper and deeper. 3 breaths. Go. Okay, next, I want you to have this in your mind. Mentally pretend and assume that you are a confident, experienced, and accurate psychic. This is a piece of intention at play here. And if you go into this with the mindset that you've never done this and you're kind of skeptical, you get what you give here. So we're gonna turn this on right from the get-go. And we're going to mentally pretend and affirm that we're confident, experienced, and accurate. Okay? So do that. And now at this point, we're going to still our mind, eyes closed, and say anything out loud regarding the consciousness that you're intending to. So if it's Jesus, if it's your grandma, if it's your best friend, whoever, when you're holding that person in mind, well, you're still in your mind, but now that you've intended it by consciously intending to connect to that person, that consciousness, that being, now anything that comes to your mind regarding that person, write it down and then close your eyes again, or say it out loud if you're using your voice recorder, and then go back and ask for more. So if it's Jesus and you see a sandal, write it down and then go back. Close your eyes and go back. Everything that you get, if you see it in your mind's eye, meaning in your imagination, where you're imagining yourself eating your favorite food, that's your mind's eye, that's your imagination. That's where you'll see stuff in your clairvoyance. Or you might hear it in your mind too. So write down anything you sense in regards to this person. It may be new information, but they may also be giving you clues to validate that is them. Okay? We're going to renew our intention to connect to the person that you're intending to connect to right now. I intend to connect to the consciousness of, you fill in the blank. Still your mind, eyes closed. What's coming to you? What's coming to your mind? Write it down. Or say it out loud if you're using a voice recorder. If you still aren't receiving anything, it could be possible that you're not in a deep enough receptive state yet. So do 3 more diaphragmatic breaths with elongated exhalations. Go. The state of receptivity is a state of no effort. Buddha says, no try, no effort. Still your mind, and then see what comes to your mind. Regarding the person you are intending to connect to, write it down. Or say it out loud if you're using a voice recorder. Ask for more. Intend for more information from them. If you have questions about something, ask them once you've established that connection. Communicate to them as though I'm communicating to you, or as though you're communicating to somebody else who is in the same room as you. It's your consciousness communicating with their consciousness. If you're still not receiving anything, remember to pretend that you are a perfect psychic. You have this ability. You're experienced. You're accurate. Take your deep breaths and restate your intention to connect that being. It is right there. This connection doesn't take 5 hours. It's instant as long as you're aligned with it and in that receptive state. The information is there. You can do this. This is your beingness that is doing this, by the way. Everybody who has existence has this ability. If we were doing a one-on-one session, I'd likely be able to show you how you're already doing this. You're just unaware of recognizing it at times as a psychic hit, as an intuitive hit. So you're not able to take that gain and celebrate that gain and say, hey, I can do it, because you might not be acknowledging it as such just yet. I'm telling you, you're likely doing it already. I'd be very surprised. I haven't met anybody who doesn't. Put it that way. And I haven't met anybody who isn't able to learn this either, that I haven't been able to teach. And that's not about me, that's about you. I'm validating that you can do this. Ask for more information. If you have more questions, ask them. Now, in regards to that person that you're intending to connect to, we're going to do something a little different. Ask for them to give you a sound that relates to them, and see if you can develop your clairaudience. A sound in your mind that relates to them. Ask them to give it to you. Write it down or say it out loud if you're using a voice recorder. Now ask for them to give you a smell. Not a knowingness. You actually want to use your psychic sense of smell. Smell it with your psychic senses. The same way that when a song is playing in your mind, you're not actually hearing it audibly in your ear, but you're still hearing it in your soul. Your spirit's hearing it. Your psychic ears. We're using our psychic nose to sense the smell in relation to this person. Ask them just to free flow information to you now. We'll go to a free flow state, meaning let them give you whatever they're inspired to give you, information-wise. Write it down. Intend that. Intend for them just to communicate on whatever they are wanting to communicate on. Let it arise. Write it down. If you're not already in the receptive state, remember, no try. There is no effort. Any effort is pulling you out of the receptive state, putting you in the resistant state. Many people have substantially cultivated the resistant state, which is why they are so dismissive of their own ability to get into a receptive state. This is what we're cultivating here. It might take a little bit of time. It will take commitment if you're intending to really develop this. But you can do it. I assure you. This is the same as teaching meditation with the additional intention of connecting to another consciousness for the form of communicating. All right, we'll end our practice and our conscious connection there. What we're going to do now is, in your mind's eye, visualize a bubble around you. This is a bubble of safety and protection. You're going to call your energy back, commanding it. So all of your energy is being restored. All of their energy of the conscious being you were connecting to is restored to them. We're going to bless them and thank them for their communication, for that validation. We're going to visualize any cords of communication between us dissolved completely. In the snap of a finger. Gone. What is theirs is theirs. What is ours. In this bubble, in our imagination, we're going to fill it with sage smoke, which is a cleansing smoke. It's coming in this bubble now, filling this bubble entirely. It's filling us entirely, cleansing us, purifying us. And now there's vacuums on this bubble, sucking the smoke out. All the smoke's gone. And now we're going to affirm our own perfection in mind, in spirit, and physically. We are restored, we are renewed, feeling relaxed, feeling replenished. And we are done. Bless you, my friend. We'll talk soon. If you find that you're inspired to have a one-on-one session, to have a deeper practice with me for some personal instruction, you can contact me. My email is aswithinsoul, ASWITHINSOUL @gmail.com.